1, 2, 1, 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday to Taurus, to Taurus. It's gonna be a best day. Oh, happy birthday. It's time to play. Happy birthday. What's going on, Taurus? Happy birthday to you. You hear me? Happy birthday, Taurus. I love you guys. All right. Remind me of the sound of the eye of Horus. I'm hearing some of you guys may get lost in the forest today. You may go out in the woods or something like that. I heard something that had to do with wedding bells too earlier. Like it was the feeling of like a marriage, a brand new feeling for some of my Taurus. But Taurus, I need to let you guys know before we start this and before we go into your read, you hear me? That the higher realm said, first of all, there are only 2 days you have to worry about, Taurus. What day is that? What 2 days are that? Oh, okay. You said what 2 days? All right. The 2 days are yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because yesterday's history. Wow. And tomorrow's a mystery. All right, so yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery. Taurus, you got to focus on your beautiful day in every way. And along with that, the higher realms want you guys to know that you are a vast key component to this whole divine plan, on this beautiful divine planet. The higher realm said that word could be no other word than planet. Why? So that you guys will know that you are planned. All right? A lot of you guys need to know that the last 2 letters in that word planet is ET, because you guys were planned until the end of Earth's timeline, or until the end of time. All right? And a lot of you guys have been living that ET life all of your life, Taurus. You guys stop someone from, attempting to pickpocket someone. It was around the pool area, something like a pool place. This was, the higher realms is pointing it out. This is not, a lot of times it's not recent. It's something that you guys did in the past. Some of you guys, it went straight to your memory. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it sticks in your mind and it sticks in theirs, because they could have gotten in a whole lot of trouble. So you stop them from taking something or pickpocketing someone. You know how they change their clothes or something like that. I see the towel, I see the pool, something of that nature. So you guys really honestly stop them from a career crime is what I'm getting, career petty theft, because that's straight up petty theft, So you guys really stepped in. And ever since then, it's been win-win-win for that person. So you guys have a lot to do with their wins, because you have been living the ET life all your life. And what do I mean by that? E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. A lot of you guys have been doing this all of your life, unbeknownst to you, not knowing that you guys have been doing what you are supposed to do. All right? I can't make it up. So that's a significant one for Taurus. I'm hearing Stacey Adams. I'm hearing Stacey Adams. I'm hearing Lewis. I'm hearing Diamond. I'm hearing Deidre. I'm hearing Deetris. I'm hearing Demetris. I'm hearing Lonzo, Acne, Timothy, Tommy, what? Hennessy. Somebody named Hennessy. Kodak. I'm hearing Black. heard Omo, and then I heard Moochie, Abdullah, okay, Candace, okay. Okay, those are the numbers that's coming forth, and what they mean to you, they actually mean to you, but they're coming forth right now. This is clear. This is a clear channel for you guys. D'Angelo and Diane is coming through, and Carlos, okay? So those are the names that came through for you guys in every way, okay? And the last name was Sanchez, but that's like an animal or a pet or a plant, something of that nature. Sanchez came through, okay? What I want to share with you guys is that you have been living that ET life all your life. A lot of you guys are very profound, and so just know that you guys have been on the right track, so the higher realms say, only time you look back is when it's time to push forward. It's something that will push you forward. Not anything that will hold you back. You don't look back to stay back. Some people look back to lack and stay back. What? That's like thinking that a whack. Don't give that bone, okay? Because they got to find their way home. And in order to do so, you have to flow, So the bottom line is, I am proud of you guys because you've been really living that ET life. Some of you guys really did stop someone from poisoning their mate, for some insurance money. That's what I'm getting. And this is, some of you guys really had a hand in that, where you stopped them from actually poisoning their mate for the insurance money. That's what I'm getting. You guys said something abrupt to the point where you really spoke all the way up. For you, it was even profound for you, because that's something you really, it takes a lot for you to do. But however, that was your natural instinct, okay? In every way. They didn't want me to say that for some real reason, but that was your natural instinct, to speak up. Keep doing what you guys do, Taurus. The higher realms is congratulating you, and so am I. I'm congratulating you too, okay? In every way. Some of you guys have I don't know. The higher realms has always got me busy. But the higher realms say you have also, whoever I'm talking to, they have it looked like a letter Z in your thumb. Okay, like at the bottom, two dark and one very light in the middle, the middle one that makes the Z. But a lot of you guys have that Z at the middle of your thumb. That is a message, some of you guys wanted to learn how to play the drum, or you did learn how to play the drum, something with the drum, the higher realms did. That has a lot to do with you guys being drummer player, recognizing the drummer player, because the higher realms is showing me that Z is, I don't know, you guys, I'm straight channeling, so I got to tell you what it is, okay? The higher realms is saying that the two dark lines in the Z represent this, the sticks that you play the drum with, and the middle part is the middle faint one is the drum, the drums, okay? The higher realms want me to correct that. So some of you guys are meant to play drums. So if you've been aspiring or kind of, how you goggle about something, or you fantasize. Some of you guys, this is your, a part of your calling to play the drums, okay? In every way. So you were called to play the drums is what I'm getting for you guys. A lot of you guys are in the middle of a For a lot of you guys, it's an acid test. See, in this lifetime, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm feeling it because, you know, the higher realms just channel me that and let me know you guys are in the middle of an acid test. Because you know how universal laws, through universal law number 14, it says that we will be tested. However, you guys are in a acid test. So it's different from being tested than the acid test. Some of you guys, that acid test can make or break a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people break from that acid test. You know what I mean? That puts them not at their best, okay? It makes them a total mess is what I'm trying to say. So a lot of you guys are in the middle of a acid test at this time. Okay, so the higher realms say the higher realms rule for you to do your best at this time. So, yeah. So you guys know that you know. Some of you guys really do need to get that tongue checked out, you know. It's... should I say it? Because you guys, it's coming out like some of you guys seen some spots there. Some of you guys seen some, I don't know, is it white spots is what I'm hearing? Some of you guys seen some white spots, so you got to go get it checked out is what I'm saying. Is what I'm getting, you know. Go get it checked out. I forgot what it means. It means for a specific thing or something of that nature. However, that's significant as well. So get that checked out. The higher realms is talking directly to you. So what I'm doing is the higher realms is qualifying you for this message. You know how you know this resonate, that resonate, or so forth like that. The higher realms is letting you know that this message is for you, okay? Some of you burnt your lip the other day. It's going to be okay. The higher realm says it's going to be okay. You know, that's what I'm hearing. I can't make it out. It's going to be okay. What else? So, okay, so because I keep getting the higher realms telling me to tell you guys, you know, the next time, or put the potato on it, open up the potato and put a potato on it or something of that nature. The higher realms is sharing that the whole time. That's why I was just quiet. Okay. I'm just letting the higher realms really say what is needing to be said, and then I'm going to let you guys know. So the higher realms is letting you guys know that you are that significant, you know, key to this whole divine plan. And I told you guys how. So the higher realms has installed something inside of you, you know, and that is so beautiful. It is called your intuition, all right? And this intuition, if you can trust your intuition, you can begin to see without sight. That's how the blind man or the blind woman can walk around day or night, you know, and they don't have to fight because they trust their intuition. You see, a lot of you guys, this message is definitely tapping into your intuitively, tapping into you intuitively. So the higher realms is saying, because you're the, you know, major key component in this whole divine plan, and you guys have been living this ET life, the higher realms have installed something beautiful inside of you. It is called your intuition. That intuition keeps you spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called the spiritual GPS. Yes, and that GPS stands for the gods or God, or your gods or God pointing you to your next step, your next level of step of origin, okay? And that acronym for STEP is STEP, which is the solution to every problem. Now, make no mistake, Taurus, a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. That's why when things happen, you got to say, step back and say, hey, am I a part of the solution? Or, so that must mean I must be part of the problem. So that simple way of evaluation, because a lot of people need to know the word enemy is what it says and how it says. It's enemy. No one can do to me what I can do to me. So therefore, the enemy is inside of me. I can't make it out. I hear somebody saying, why, how people say, why this happened to me? Did you listen to your discernment? Did you listen to your discernment? Because last time I checked, you had something intuitively that can let you know that you know. So, anywho, that keeps you spiritually tethered to all of these things. So what the higher realms are saying through that is that you guys were born fully loaded. Okay? You guys were born fully loaded. Like a 6-inch Burroughs Smith & Wesson with hollow points, fully loaded. I can't make it up. You guys were born that way. Now, the higher realms say, to bring you up to present day, the higher realms is letting you guys know that you guys, the higher realms is communicating with you guys through your eyes, which is numbers, signs, and synchronicities, right? So that means your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. So the higher realms is communicating with you all day, all night, all the above, all right, through numbers, signs, and synchronicity. Even right now, through your birthright number 516. This number 516 is your birthright number. I cannot make that up. That's deep. So when the higher realms is speaking to you through your birthright number 5, the higher realms is letting you guys know that you bring positive change, from every dimensional level, because number 5 is a multidimensional spiritual number. So you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. All right. You guys volunteered to be here to have this human experience. So therefore, because you bear this energy and vibration and frequency of number 5 birthright, you guys have the right to bring that positive change from every dimensional level to this level. That's why a lot of you guys grew up with a lot of change around you, unbeknownst to you. Changing bottles, changing bags, changing house, changing you guys never ran out of change because of your birthright. And also, the higher realms want you to know, because, that number 5 is your birthright. A lot of you guys change a lot of things when you are in a situation or when you show up. I don't care where you are, whatever location, you change. You have the ability to make that change. That's why it's important for people to know. You remember how you woke up one day, you said it seemed like the whole world changed around you. Yeah, because a lot of you guys, number 5 frequency, you guys were on your A, doing A-OK, doing everything that you were supposed to do along the way. We were supposed to wake up and see all of this positive change, right? Because of you guys, right? Great job, number 5. All right, birthright. Because you guys bring change. You can go to a small establishment to large. You guys can go to an event and change the whole event. And I like to use a cheerleading contest, as one. You guys could just tell the coach, hey, this, that, and the third. And next thing you know, the whole location has changed. Or something has changed dramatically. So you guys bring that positive change is what I'm trying to say. Now, the beautiful thing about that is you guys shall receive positive change from every dimensional level, including pocket change on your beautiful day today. Now, because you have that 1 following that 5, I have to let you guys know that number 6 is also your birthright number, right? So that number 6 is the higher realms sharing with you guys that you will persevere, okay? That number 6, the higher realms love it in every way. I mean, the higher realms actually deem that number 6 as perfect. perfect. Why? Because the higher realms took 6 days to make this world. On the Sabbath day, the higher realms rest, right? So the higher realms say on the 6th day, everything is perfect. So you guys, you vibrate and you have that frequency of perfect. However, it's a lot of energies that come through because of what the higher realms had to do, right? So you guys are that beautiful birthright number 6. So the higher realms is telling you through your birthright number 6 that you shall persevere as long as you do not get distracted. Now, the higher realms told me through my meditations that distractions are sent to diss your actions. So neither look nor to the left nor to the right. Keep it moving, because to the higher realms is really speaking loud volumes to you guys through your birthright number 6, telling you to please expect nothing less than the best from your lifetime here. All right? And that is sincere. Shout out to those who are 56. Shout out to those who are 51. Shout out to those who have a 16-year-old, whether it's a grandbaby or a baby. Shout out to those who have that 1-year-old. Shout out to those who have that 5-year-old, that 6-year-old, whether it's grandbaby or baby, because these numbers are so significant, in every way. And I have something else to check too. So the bottom line is, this number 1 birthright is so unique. You guys brace yourself, okay? Because it's something you need to know right away about this number 1 birthright. Besides the fact that without the 1, there is no 1, okay? And the number 1 was never meant to be a number in ancient times. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. That number 1 represented God, the Alpha, the beginning. So a lot of you guys need to know that you are alpha males and alpha females here with this beautiful new beginning. And you have that God-like energy. So it's hard for people to match your energy with that alpha energy, because people can live, die, and recreate and never get a chance to use that alpha brain state. I can't make it up. So that's why, it's hard for you guys to match with a mate. It's been very hard for a lot of you guys because of this alpha energy brain, state. So what I see here is some of you guys may have been born 1966. Some of you guys have been born 51. Some of you guys may have been born 56. Shout out to you guys, mad love. You know what I mean? These numbers are significant. May 16 is significant for some of you guys. I don't know what it is. Probably, I'm thinking some of you guys gave birth on that day. Congratulations. It was in your birthright all the way. You guys, your birthright in its totality is 5 plus 1 plus 6, right? And this is so profound because, that equals 12. Now, this is cool because this is really crazy cool. Yeah. You guys are time travelers. So a lot of you guys need to know that you are time travelers, okay? Some of you guys already commenced to knowing that today. All right? A lot of you guys are time travelers. If you notice, time goes really fast around you, and you. All right? So that number 12 has a lot to do with time. That 12 is at the top of the clock for a reason. It has a lot to do with completion of time here. A lot of you guys are completing this timeline, for a reason, not a season. However, it has a lot to do with this completion of this timeline. A lot of you guys, think about it. That 12 is very powerful and significant because of its essence of 12 months in a year. We have 12 zodiac signs for a reason. You guys are of that number 12. And this is so significant because it means that 1 plus 2 equals 3. A lot of you guys are connected to that mind, body, and spirit trinity energy. Inspiration, manifestation, and creation. Some people say mother, father, son. Some people say Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But the bottom line is you guys are the one. So a lot of you guys are manifestors. So a lot of you guys manifest, time traveling. A lot of you guys manifest through time traveling. I can't make it up. It's just who you are. It's your birthright. So if you guys notice that time speeds up so much around you guys, it's your touch, because you are a time traveler. I can't make it up. Now, the message I got for you, like the overall message is interesting, because it's like that song, and I'm really going to dedicate that song to you guys. Living in the Gangstas paradise. For some reason, that's your overall energy. You guys living in the Gangstas paradise. That's what's coming through. Something about gold coins for you. Some of you guys invested, in gold coins, for a living. Some of you guys are leasing at this time, and a lot of you guys, like I said, are time travelers. A lot of you guys traveling and leasing and investing in gold or something of that nature. This is for the person who that fits, because a lot of you guys are coming across a lot of people too that's trying to get into what you do because it looks so good, Taurus. They don't, you look good, so whoever this person is, I know you guys, some of you guys might say, well, it's not hard for me to match a mate. Okay, well, that mate is career dating. They're dating you because they're trying to study the career that you do. That's what I'm getting. So whoever this person is, they're career dating you. Did I start out of Omar Gay somebody? Yep, they are career dating you. Some of you guys, that's the bottom line. And they're dating you to know what you do and how you do. Some of you guys, it's clear to see that, I don't know, you guys, it's like call your mother, It's something about, for some of you guys, it's both ways. You miss her, she miss you. It's a level of, emotional stability that she giving you, and a sense of her knowing you're safe. It's something about her emotions that just want to know that you're safe, whatever time of the day, because she knows that you time travel, that you're a traveler, and that you're leasing here and you're doing certain things, and she knows about this gangster paradise too. I can't make it up. And it's something here about a pool drowning behind scenes. Somebody drowned in a pool here is what I see. So I'm going to get down to the get down here and see what's going on. But for your mom, call your mother, because she just wants to have that level of emotional stability, safety, and not be sad about, are you traveling, not traveling? Then the fact that you're not, that you're constantly leasing, because we're all just passing through. We're all just travelers, of that nature. So it's a pool drowning behind scenes, okay? Now, 30% of you guys, my deepest condolences, because some of you guys, your mother did drown in the pool. And when I say call your mother, that goes for in the spiritual realm and the physical realm, because it's not, it's all the same, basically. We're spiritually and physically here. My spirit is here, my physical's here. Guess what? You can call me. You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is, that's that. Okay, so let me see what's going on with the rest of your read, please. Okay, you guys, I gotta speak for your mom, because she's speaking, and she knows you're around the people that you're around, and she knows what you bring to the table, you know what I'm saying, because you guys, your third eye is open. She knows what you bring to these group of people. However, she just want to make sure that, someone doesn't take advantage of you intimately is what I'm getting. They don't want, your mom is like, I just don't want them people to get you somewhere by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then you be sitting by yourself because of the hurt that could cause you. So your mom is also trying to protect you. She don't want you to, experience some things here in life that, that's going on now that she see everywhere. So, she's like, I just don't want that to happen to my baby, because, you know what I mean? she is really, a thing, because right now it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And right now it's so glaring, a lot of things, that we're hearing. So she wants you to be A-okay, and she wants you to feel even, better about yourself, even when you are alone, when you have to retrieve and be by yourself and away from this group of people that you guys are, working together with, or traveling with, or being with in some type of way. Because I see about 5 people here, and I see, she's want to make sure that person that she feels may get you off to the side, may do something that's inappropriate and, not safe, is what I'm seeing. Because she really think they're going to get you off of, like out of the location. You know how people travel, and even though you didn't want to travel, you felt like you didn't have time or something like that, some of you, very small of you. And, you know how you keep seeing these things where, oh, my daughter went here and then she never came back, and well, where did she go then? And then you go interview the people and they be like, I don't know, last time she was in that car, that truck, or something crazy. So anywho, this mom is fearing the worst. So just give her a call, because she's really, loving on you, is what I do know. A lot of you guys don't want to, don't want to stress yourself with the worries of travel and stuff like that. Because some of you guys, it brings back some type of level of energy where it triggers you guys from, and this comes from triggers from the actual wound that's still attached to you guys. That's why you guys find yourself in tears, of stress here, is what I see. Especially when it's time to travel. Some of you guys really don't want to do with it. It takes away from, I don't know, for you guys, it takes away from you feel like it takes away from your full being of self. I don't know what happened. Maybe you guys used to move around a lot or travel a lot when you were younger, but for some reason it really does kick up like a pool of emotions for you guys here. And it actually gives you it's a great amount of stress. It's a great amount of stress. And I get it, you guys. Sometimes, like, say, like, if you're used to moving around when you were younger, or things happen when you were younger, you were always, here, there, and a third, at the uncle, out the cousin, or whoever, maybe, the ideology of traveling just, like, I don't know, it puts you back in the mindset of the things that did occur, But a lot of you guys, this is triggers from your actual wound. And a lot of you guys still carry and bury, the barrier of your mom's energy that's attached to you guys, that was, actually finessed along your energy field while she was carrying you, because that's what I'm seeing here. It's like this all came from there. So if you guys feel stressed, just know that it comes from your mother's womb when she was carrying you. Matter of fact, when you talk to her, find out how stressed she was when she was, if you guys, even through prayer, even through writing a letter, you can do that. Just say, please send me a sign to let me know what the level was, and things of that nature, because it's something about this not wanting to travel or getting ready to prepare to travel that's really caused you guys a great amount of stress here, and it's also, something that's involved around, the relationship with the person. Maybe you don't want to travel because you feel that maybe this person want to, like, get you alone or whatever. I don't know, but it really does cause a trigger in you guys, and it really hurts to know that you guys actually have tears, and these tears are from, like, your childhood wounds here. And that hurts. And it's a lot of, anxiety, and that's what's perking up the stress. You guys, wow. Okay, let me get a suggestion for this, okay? Let's see. So, yeah, a lot of you guys haven't, so a lot of you guys come from different backgrounds. So, it's like there's a lot of the ones that I'm pulling on right now. You guys, it's not that for majority of you, you don't have to be adopted or, on a doorstep or what have you to not know your birth story. You know what I'm saying? Even, people who grew up with their parent right there by their side don't know their birth story. And that's what you guys are missing, your birth story, okay? And a lot of you guys, normal people don't think to ask about it at all. And so when the parent passed away, and again, my deepest condolences to those who, do have parents like myself that's passed away, or someone that you're no longer in contact with for whatever reason, say dementia or things of that nature. It feels like it will, be always a mystery in your life. And for those who, were adopted, that quest for that information is something that you guys quest. So that traveling really does, finesse you guys into a level of stress is what I see. However, even if you don't know, even if you don't know someone who could actually tell you something about your actual birth, that's a reason to even reflect on, where you are, okay? It's a reason to dig in a little bit further with inside self, because you guys can't be panicking every time it's time to travel or every time you don't want to travel, right? So it's worth, peeling back the layers, and basically you will find what the higher realms already told you guys. It is through your mom, through the birth canal, through the birth canal's energy, yeah. Because everything, people need to know that everything that, surrounds your birth is now and always will be a part of you. I'm going to say that again. Anything that surrounded your birth is a part of you. Why? Because this is actually the beginning of you and how you have come, to your awareness at some point. Actually, it's actually where your life story begins, okay? So it's not just your birth, but it's everything that surrounded, your birth. That's a part of you. So a lot of you guys feel like, at some point, you were always put aside, or, no one ever really, cared as much. So a lot of you guys, I can see you very quiet now, about that. And a lot of you guys are one of them quiet tear people, and that really hurts. Some of you guys felt like, your parents probably gave your sisters and brothers more compassion because, it was just more children around or whatever like that. And then because dad was not around or whatever like that is what I'm getting. And you guys didn't have many friends, therefore, you had a level of, I'm going to say, career conflict, okay, within yourself in regards to how your parents, parented you and how you guys felt like, your needs were never met. So that's what this traveling is really triggering a lot for you guys at this time. But I pray that you guys recognize that this is all due to what surrounded you at birth, okay? Some of you guys think it has something to do with this romantic partner here or this romantic relationship. No, baby. This is deeper than just that. You hear me? This is deeper than just that. And a lot of times it definitely, is that. And a lot of you guys don't want to travel because you're going to see all these, people that you've been with or your partner been with, or, you're going to run into those people too as well. So it's going to really trigger you guys in that way as well. So it's going to be a lot of people there. Why did I hear swingers? A lot of swingers or something there. That's what I heard. But nevertheless, it's going to be a lot of, and that's another thing that's bothering you guys. People are going to be there. Say like you go to an event where everybody and their mama going to be there. However, they're all married, but you're not. So it's one of those things as well for some of you guys. Like everybody married and you not. So now you got to see several person that you may have encountered, but they're with their mate now and they're married and they're happy. So a lot of you guys this feels like something else, like you guys are going to something else. Like I'm hearing family reunion for some of you guys. And I don't know what that's about, but I guess it's going to bring, old, people that, still hang on to your family right today, married into your family and stuff like that. And I'm sorry to hear that because, quite frankly, I like for things to end totally. You know what I mean? And I know you guys do too. I'm sorry, Taurus, that it has to drag on this way. But that's okay. That's why your mom really wants you to call her and show her some love so she can put some security in your heart. Because we all just passing through. We're just leasing this body, so it's me and so you. You know what I'm saying? We're all passing through. You see what I'm saying? This is all a lease, Taurus, a lot of you guys are older now and you just feel more comfortable with leasing because you watched your parents, maybe lose some things in the past. You know what I'm saying? Lose a home or something like that. Maybe you guys seen so much, taken away. It put fear in you guys is what I see. So a lot of you guys are leasing for that mental comfortability, like some of you guys don't see that you could be. You guys are very resilient. However, you don't see because you're allowing this fear to creep in. So a lot of you guys are allowing that low vibe energy fear to creep in.